How many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever bound? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Oh, you caught me. You know, I try not to sing when anybody's looking. My worship pastor in Louisville told me it was a good thing that I was called to preach and not to sing, because he was sure I was tone deaf. Doesn't mean I wouldn't like to sing. It's kind of like A Star is Born. You know, Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand starred in that movie, well, I don't know, 40 years ago, 30, long time ago. And I never figured Chris was all that much of a singer, but he certainly could communicate well through music. And in that movie, he played an aging rock star that had been like the guy for years and years. And as his career was fading, and Barbara Streisand's characters was on the rise, Christopherson was just thinking about how things had gone, and he made this statement. He said, "These kids these days, they think I have all the answers." And then he said, "Bleep, I don't even know the questions." Well, as we look at this group of horsemen that Christ has sent out through the world, they do cause lots of questions. And I can tell you the answer to those questions is not blowing in the wind. The answer to those questions is with Christ. When will wars cease? This red horseman that we're going to talk about, or horseman on the red horse that we're going to talk about Sunday, it's obvious he has been riding and riding and riding for centuries, carrying that great sword and causing men to, as the Bible says, slay one another. When is his day up? When are wars going to cease? And I can tell you that the Bible very clearly says that wars will cease when the last enemy is defeated. If we read on over in Revelation, we find that when Christ returns, there's going to be an army of 100 million people that go out to meet him, to defeat him, and it doesn't work out too good for them, I can tell you. When the imagery is that blood will run down the streets of Jerusalem bridle deep on a horse, it's not going to work out well for them. Wars will cease, but they will cease when the last enemy is defeated, and the last enemy is death itself. And so, we are going to take a good hard look at this horseman this week, this Sunday morning. I hope you will come and join us. He's a powerful individual, if indeed it's an individual and not a series of individuals. And as I said, a lot of this brings up more questions than answers. But you can rest assured of this: he won't ride one more day than Christ allows. And when wars cease, we'll be in a new world, a remade world. And it'll be a world where those who belong to Christ will have been separated from those who make war ultimately against Christ, whether it's on an individual basis in their spirit or on a grand scale, as we see in that last final battle. So, guys, don't live in fear of this, but live with the fact war's going to keep going until Christ comes back. God bless every one of you. Stay safe.